my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey guys, we're back. This is gonna be part 2 of this campaign. The faction is called Ironbrow's Expedition. Wonder if the faction name will change once the Confederate Karakazul, if they're still gonna be alive. We only played today for 8 turns, a little over 3 hours, I think. Basically, this guy starts at Karakzorn, deals with Arachnos Greenskins from the other side. Basically, it's Clan Morse, just starts at the bottom. So instead of starting from the top and taking the bottom, you start from the bottom and taking the top. So it's a quick location. It's a very strong spot, very defensively. Defensive, you know, so for Dwarf it's even better. But there's a lot of potential enemies around. Obviously, we are still in the very early game, but the Arachnos orcs are gone, and Quick is almost gone, taking the early initiative, you know, to push. And I think we only had war with the orcs that are north now, the Skullcrack faction, yeah. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, Skullcrack faction and Clan Morse. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Money is really tight, so we're gonna invest this money into more income. The industry here, we have this thing called Gorok, but it's currently only active in Charnel Valley. It does look like we can handle these guys by the end of next turn. So this plan right now, we're gonna fortify this area and fend off the greenskins before deciding where to expand next. We have options north or east, the jungles, or just north into the mountains towards Karakazul, Badlands and the wastelands, and into the mountains again. Good thing it isn't here. Okay. So we saved here. We do have the grudges here. Huh. So we have to reforge them to get rid of this. And this thing keeps increasing in severity, huh? So you actually have to do it. So the second item is here. So where the we got a spark gem. Where's the second thing? Dwarven neck yoke. I guess it makes sense. It's here. So. Yeah, this is where we get a second one. I guess after the Quick is gone, when you have Karakor, you have to go into the jungle. Otherwise this will fail. So you get a direction to go here to take down the lizardman. Yeah, apparently there was some bug with the release, and the thing wasn't released properly on the release. But it's working again now, and there's a button here, recruit ogre mercenaries, which was missing on the part 1.
Tried and tested.
We will march towards these guys. There's a point towards the marcher, of course.
If you want
They are forced to fight us because they have no settlements. Will be additional experience for our lord and hero. So casualties is low. It's a decisive victory. Do we have to click on this one to see actually the casualties here? No. Yeah, we do have this runes of century now. We can assign on 3 different units. We'll put the one on the Ironbreakers. Look at this, Ironbreakers physical resistance before even getting the rank 7. And we're going to assign the other 2 to some battle line units. Make them a little bit tougher. Pretty much with this magic resistance they have ward save here. Yeah, we'll take this out to resolve. They're probably gonna be gone. Why is the volume is so low? I'm going deaf from all these fans. God damn it. Should be better now. Yeah, nothing died. They actually survived. That's good. We get 2 more turns to this Gorok. And staking this does seem like a good idea, especially we can spend a few turns. I mean, we're gonna have to move south and then east over the mountains. Under the mountains. We get to fight them again.
We honor the ancestors. Ready?
So we got Teller of Tales. And Quartermaster, get my public quarter more untainted. Huh? These guys are still here.
Stupid.
We'll not go into the settlement because they'll besiege it again. We'll just be in the zone of control so we can get replenishment. Go into the settlement, they besiege it, they prevent replenishment. But if they try to besiege it and we are around, we still get replenishment because we are inside the LA territory. So we got this runesmith to rank 7. We're gonna fill a rune of Rat and Ruin, which is a new thing. It causes an explosion. Actually, pretty good against piled infantry. Yoo-hoo! Yeah.
Hammer and anvil.
Okay, this is gonna be a point towards Taskmaster. The public quarter here is okay right now. How much money am I missing? 432? Well, we can miss 432. And what is going on here? We need to develop this to tier 3. Shed Wizard, did you miss the very initial thing? A Hall of Oaths, 2 Hammerers, 2 Ironbreakers added to the garrison. How nutty is that? Okay. Serolti asks, Elich, did you know vampire counts have a unit called Mortis Engine? It has the same effect as Storek for damage over time. Yeah. I remember something like that. It's been a while since I played vampire counts. Did we get any slayers from the garage meter? Oh, we can now get slayers as well. But they're pretty expensive. We have poor economy until we get tier 3. It's getting there. Once we get a gold mine to tier 3, we'll be milking the mountain. Yeah, the Karak zone has a landmark which, you know, at first glance looks good, but it's overpriced for tier 1 and you have no room to build it, so it's one of the worst landmarks in the game. Nobody here put any thoughts whatsoever in the design of the settlement. It's not only like it's a new faction or something, it's, you know, it's been here for years now. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this one. Do we get tier 3 here first? Maybe better for gold. I should get tier 3 in Karak Zone first. Let's grow 35 turns. Holy shit. We need beer. I guess we need tier 2 in other settlements first. 2 population, 1 population. Yeah, tier 2's here first. We need some beer. We'll get Gorok into the settlement, it'll be fine.
Arcane wisdom.
The Skull Crag is probably gonna be moving towards us. This settlement is gonna be war zone. As long as they don't go around. What are the chances the Karak zone gets targeted? I'm going to take my chances here. I'm gonna drop the gate and build a growth building. Actually, a beer building. Beer, give me beer. Beer is growth and prevents the rebellion. Okay. This is a little bit risk. They might go around. But if we leave this exposed, they'll attack here. Yeah, this is a little bit risky, but this province on low tier is really bad for the dwarves. Once it hits tier 3, should be fine.
Glory for Karakazol.
This place should have probably had a unique core building and 10 slots. Like this, the landmark makes no sense, the whole city setup makes no sense. The faction is lacking in economy, so it's a little bit slow. Even if this settlement was tier 10, it would be not even close to Karak. It's the Karak zone. Next technology, we'll get Volley Fire. Lowers the improves the reload times on the ranged infantry, missile infantry. Get 28 old gold left. We get one of the runes for the characters. Much of the thanks to this faction, the forge crafting runes is 50% cheaper, which is actually quite noticeable early on. You can get some nice stuff. Get one of those shitty items that you can break for 60, and you get some good stuff. Master Rune of Adamant, 25 attack here. It does have AP damage.
Tried and tested.
Just like that, he gets plus 25 attack. 45 attack with armor piercing, 10 anti-infantry because quick. Into 70 attack, he's all of a sudden becomes a white dwarf with a little bit less damage. Okay.
We honor the ancestors.
The posting screen should be fine. I haven't played the basement yet. No, it's tomorrow. We're starting basement tomorrow. We'll be starting one of the new lords every day. Then we'll just rotate. It's gonna be a long stream of Warhammer 2 on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, nice. Why? Okay. What I said about screenshots like that? Don't post shit like this on my stream. It's like feels like I'm feeling targeted here.
Wretched Crotty. If you want something done right.
Yeah. Let's finish them off here.
So it's war.
And we'll get Drink to Victory again.
I want gold, not prisoners.
Clan Morse has been destroyed, turn 9. Or we can do it even on turn 7 or 8 with a little bit luck. Scarecrow banner. Get rid of this. We don't need the Rune of Stoicism in our current composition. Miska's base chance on 145 armor and 4 magic resistance. Don't make me laugh. Okay. Can you put a Dwarf Bride on the other one? Maybe they increase the miscast damage, because the dwarves will take no miscast damage from these things. On that armor resistance, I don't think it's gonna be happening unless they got modified. Rank 7, Unludum is rank 9. We'll go towards Tactician now. Yeah. Tactician will be a buff for the Quarterly Stunners and Rangers. Quarterly is one of the units Torek specializes in. And it's overall just a great dwarf unit.
One more grudge avenged.
The dwarves have runes that they can equip now for characters and the units. There are character runes and the banner runes. If you missed it, go check the first part of this campaign. And you can equip character runes here and the banner runes here, and then you assign the banner runes on the units. Since, of course, there's a lot of units in the army, like 20, up to 20, I mean 19. Of course, they increase the slots by 2, you know, all makes sense, right? What's the IP on the Quarrel? Should be starting 6. 6. And there's a couple of damage increases, like technology 10% here, and another 12% here. It's interesting, they put technology from 12 to 10, but this is 12 to 12% still. And oh, guys, I had this knowledge in my head, you know, the right percentages, what got buffed by what. And some dev had an OCD, switched all these percentages around, and now I'm questioning my knowledge, you know, what used to be what, and it's like, it's a mess in the head. It's a mess. When you know something, you know, to be true for thousands of hours, and then they just do the OCD change, and it's like you're starting to lose it.
Glory for Caracazol.
We are at war with the Skull Crag, and we should not make any other enemies other than these guys. They're also our only enemy. They do control Misty Mountain, which is one of these rewards we need. And we also need to go here to complete one of the artifacts, what they call one of the garages, the Great Garages. I think they call it the Great Garages. So the ones we are assembling is the Raton's Collar of Bestial Control, which will give us control of a Carnosaur. Yeah, you heard it right. You heard it right. And we need to do this here. But we are not at war with these people, and we are at war with people in the north. So, you know, they are currently directing what we need to do. Okay. Hey, Alexis. Hi. Enjoy the first part.
Welcome to my kingdom. Offer
You get a military access here.
and that will define me. You disobey.
Maybe we can get it down the
My
road.
will.
But hold on, who was rank 3? I must imagine it. Tico has 1 settlement. So that looks like this got raised by the Beastmen. So what do we need? We just need to occupy that settlement, that's it. I guess we can just recruit a lord and just hop, 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 hop. Good work.
Rune Lord, my anger burns bright. Master Rune Lord.
These guys are probably deciding where to move, here or here. They're gonna go around, and we only have 1 character to keep an eye on them.
Victory for the old ways.
We should keep an eye on them.
Nothing to do here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Old ways are best.
We should provide growth to this place here, since we have the Gorok thingy. Get that points towards Taskmaster. It's gonna be probably a little bit messy here, and we'll try to see what's going here in the east. We might get lucky, or we might have just spent 5,000 for nothing.
What's up?
We'll keep an eye on these guys while we need to sort this tier 3 here. There is no point to move anywhere whatsoever right now. This area here, the quick zone, the Channel Valley, and the Southlands Voltage Mountains, this is a really good position. So now we just build up this place, and then we decide where to go next. Prefer north or into the jungle into the east. We need to sort out the tier 3 stuff. Currently need growth and money. So it'll be a little bit slow, since the settlement's a little bit behind. 3 more settlements to get opportunity here. I guess we could go active into the light water, but we don't know what's there. So I'm sending a runesmith to see, and meanwhile using this Gorok buff to buff the Southlands Village Mountains with a little bit of growth and public order. Yeah.
What?
Maybe I give room better to this guy so he can actually get there properly. Maybe it will matter one turn. I'll try. This is a gamble. This is a gamble because the settlement might be occupied. We might invite more war to us, and we're losing money every turn for this guy. We're paying extra 500, and this guy costs 313 total. He has an extra 15% top of him, so it's close to 800 lost a turn. And demons might even take multiple turns, 4 or 5 turns.
I'm listening.
We're building up, waiting for the Skullcrag attack, and we'll move a lord there, try to see if we can get that. Send a runes in one direction, see if we can see where the army is coming from. There's gonna be a rebellion piling up in Channel Valley, so we'll get something to fight. Gotrek and Felix! Why didn't you come previous turn? The immigration. The great migration comes to our borders, demanding shelter from larger threats abroad that will let them cross into our territory and land away. Migration is good right now. We need growth, and the negative public order is also welcome to the second province. So if I send these guys down there, I can use these guys and save money. Huh. But I might lose a whole turn there. I need to send this guy. I'm sending this guy because we might lose this settlement to a random resettlement. These guys are very nice to get early, because they do not increase the clan loyalty, the supply lines. Yoo-hoo! We'll be keeping an eye on where these guys are coming from. We don't see right now. What do we see? Military presence 5, 3 regions. So they get 15 to 17 units. What is their military strength? It's 116. They don't look like they're on the move. That doesn't look like it. I'm still gonna stay with Torek in Mount Arachnos and get the march points, public order, stabilize the province a bit. While this province is going to shit, and then we'll fight the rebels when they rebel. I have not searched the ruins yet, no. No. I'm gonna clear the grudge instead of searching ruins. I don't want to lose any turn here. Because if we can complete this with this guy, that would be crazy good. But I'll try to keep that in mind. Now, so pretty much just chilling and building up. We have 2 provinces and we lack infrastructure. So like serious lack. Serious. The early growth of the dwarves is some of the worst in the game, if not the worst. And that's another special city like Karzakarak, like Silver Lode. That shit is dump. It has a gold mine, but otherwise a dump. Just a regular city. Not enough. It has the usual problems. Not enough building slots early in the game. Not a unique garrison. No unique building. And what just happened? The orcs have invited wood elves to fight against us. It's almost like they knew we removed a wall here. Okay. Nice.
Master of runecraft. I'll cast the runes. I suppose so. Heading out.
Oh boy, how the hell do the orcs even know about this faction? No, this is broken. This is broken because there is no way they know about this faction. You know how they know about this faction? They have no fog of war, and they're basically, this is a bug in the game. The Skullcrag had no contact with the Bowmen of Orion, but because, you know, they're the AI, they have no fog of war, so they can do moves like this. This is literally broken. This is just broken. I don't mind factions being invited, even does make no sense, but they should at least abide by the rules of the game. Because how can they invite a faction they haven't met to war against the player? Spy satellites, there's no fog of war. This is just broken. And now we have wood elves that can take down Karak Zone before we can even build a wall. This is probably the worst enemy we can have. Didn't this guy be friendly with us? What the hell? Are they survivalists?
Dare trample the earth of Athaloran? The forest does not welcome your kind.
Maybe we should have tried to invite missed opportunity there to make Skullcrag. We could have done. This is what I was talking about in the previous video. There used to be at war with one of our enemies, but they got destroyed and they had no enemies. So they are susceptible to war invitations. And I didn't try to invite them, and somebody invited them against us. This is exactly what I was talking about. You know, sometimes you just miss this, and it's a little bit odd that the orcs invite these guys. I know I would think, you know, it was fine, you know, because, you know, they don't know each other, they haven't met, and it keeps happening. That's why you need to be, you know, alert in diplomacy regarding factions who have no enemies. We could have done the same thing to Skullcrag. Now it might be messy.
You summoned me? Rune of Swift Stride! Forekanad!
Because no matter what kind of garrison we have on tier 2, if there's a full wood elf army come out of the forest here, they'll take the city.
Amaran Anvil!
Now that we move a little bit south, these guys will no doubt start moving here as well.
Bring honor to the old!
Right now we're vulnerable because the settlements are not tier 3, but it's only 10-11, and we get one bad RNG here.
Only vengeance will make me happy.
Goland, that is a different thing. There's a different thing. Don't listen to gossip and take it for granted. And the border here, huh? Looks like they lost stuff recently. Apparently we have bad relations because of trespasses and they still want non-aggression pact. Huh. The only reason they're offering that because they're intimidated by our military because they lost their military.
What do you want? It's as good as done. Getting out of here. Onward.
Sometimes lucky.
Raton's collar will soon be reforged at last.
You have recovered all the parts.
That was a good opportunity,
to
right,
restore
boys?
One of the ancient artifacts, my lord. Use the forge to make it whole again and harness its power. Be on guard, however, for skittish eyes will surely look upon your prize with gnawing jealousy.
Okay. So we have artifact piece secured, Dwarven Neff Yoke. Now we can reforge it. The Yo Carnosaur with a Raton Skull or Bestial Control. Yo Carnosaur unit will be added to Regiment's Renowned Pool. Reforge.
Beasts everywhere will bend to our will.
This artifact is back in the rightful hands of the Dawi at long last, just as it should be. The ancestors smile upon your efforts this day, but more heirlooms are yet to be reclaimed. Your work has only just
Thanks to the Beastman involvement here, I think the Beastman raised this element, or might have been just a ruin at the start. We have actually completed one of the Great Grudges, and we unlocked Unbreakable Carnosaur on turn 12.
By Grundy.
500 upkeep, huh? But you have only one. It's so fucking crazy, man. It's like, just like they just add a Carnosaur to a dwarf army. This is highly unorthodox. It's like Slayers. We don't need no Slayers. We just add a dinosaur to eat all the dinosaurs. Streamer never lucky. Well, there was a gamble. I explained it here. They could have resettled there, and then we would have just wasted stuff here, right?
Lord of Clan Morglin.
What do you do with this settlement? Should probably just abandon it.
Vengeful
What do we have here? Search ruins. Abandon this. Oh, hope we don't make a grudge for abandoning. Will help with the rebels in the north.
It is time.
Let's use this runesmith to scout down there. This got nerfed to the ground. That's not really important. We only did unlock one room better. This is a determined one. It's one of the worst traits to get rid of the worst. Probably the worst one. But this is an initial one, right? I don't really care about these actions unless it's a Skaven plague guy. Then the wounded specialist is fine. I guess I just continue with his rune magic. So, rune of speed, rune of rotten ruin. This will be another rune here. How the runes work right now makes this rune not important anymore. Used to be able to get it so you can use it. Now, as the shared cooldown on the runes, this rune is not good anymore unless it's used on the Slayers or Rangers. Slayers most likely. The dwarves already have plenty of armor. Take the slow rune here. And I need to get these guys here to investigate what's going to be going on. They might just be AFK here, but this having no extra garrison, hard to say. The Wood Elves being so close makes me nervous. But their isolationist ways will just, you know, keep them away, right? Right. Okay, let's get these guys.
Felix Jaeger.
Okay.
What malign beast must we face next, Gotrek?
You got two more characters to the faction.
Nothing like a bloodbath to work up an appetite.
Gordon Felix with 30 turns. Let's see. No unique stuff, no unique trait, no skills, but most importantly, get a famous voice actor, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll send Felix to spy here.
Setting forth.
There are two armies here. Okay, and we'll keep this guy north now.
Giant Slayer.
Gotrek. We'll get some stuff here. Public order stuff. Yep. We're abandoning this next turn, right? Don't need this room bearer here anymore. Put on the main army.
Iron will.
Bearer. When's the rebellion up there? Few turns, so should we just go north?
All ways are best.
Get some experience, possibly archivists. Yeah, looks like they fixed nothing. Let's move here.
Ahead! Tried and tested.
This is what, 15 to 22.
Fate provides the plot.
Tier 2 here. On tier 2 here we could add the gate here. I mean, do we have the money? And we'll get this access here next turn. We have to keep careful with the money here.
Can I help you?
Okay, abandoning that. Hopefully that's not gonna give us a grudge. We're abandoning and it just tells us, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey Kilk, thank you.
Holy shit. What the
Okay.
hell?
First we drink, then we
Oh,
talk.
come on, don't be like that. They know what's up. They haven't even finished that puny Skaven clan and they just, we declare war. So like they heard the clan Morse is dead, they celebrated for a week or two, and now, you know, they're going after dwarves. But, you know, they don't know these dwarves, you know, have, you know, new shit. Useless AI lizardmen. Maybe they pumped their treasury per turn. Okay, we got volley fire. Our missile infantry will reload better, more damage. The golden tower has been abandoned, no grudge, thank god. But we did get desolation -5 and then uncertainty -3, which will go away in 3 turns. Now we can also we cannot search at the same time we abandon it. Damn, interesting, huh? I guess we'll just hide this guy here and do it next turn. Gotrek will go up there.
I've not got all day.
We're preparing for the rebels at Karak Orud. We'll send both our armies in the south.
We're back, lads. Ready?
It's fine here.
Dumb grog.
And Felix will be spying on the elves.
And listen,
Okay. We'll send this guy to spy on the orcs.
Guts then.
This faction might not have the economy to actually send any attacks. But they declared war on us and they invited an enemy against us.
Welcome. Behold. No.
Guess I have no enemies, huh?
My leech advisors bid that we should make amends. Never.
You want some shekels? Much are they willing this gold? They do value it somewhat.
Stop this.
If we don't want them to a war, they will join war against us if there's somebody else asks them. Let's offer them a little bit more here.
You defy me?
Should be fine. Skullcrag is in the north. Yeah, maybe they will respect the trade agreement. Okay. How the hell can we trade with this? Ah, yeah, because this connection here, right. It's the capital.
What? Gotrek Gurnison.
Ogre mercenaries can be hired from ogre camps, which have a chance to appear after battles or when raiding. Okay. Next technology, we could buff crossbow damage, but we'll get buff There are no men nearby. There are lizardmen, but we want to fight the lizardmen. This is not very useful here. Although also loyalty and the High Kings of Togdet +4 public order, which helps with growth, and we make the other dwarves happy. This makes sense. Also 10 growth here, which will take 12 turns. We don't have any archivists right now. We got 1 student. 23 turns for that. But it's this is great. This is okay, and this is great as well. Fine, let's go with include related families. Advance on that dwarf nepotism. Many turns here now. We need to increase more growth here. Because if the elves wanted it, they could take Karakzon here, but I don't think they'll move both armies. Not building a gate here is risky. It's really unlucky the orcs invited them. We could have done the same to them. Clan Nation just declared war on Karak-Zul. Skullcrate declared war on the Strigos Empire, so they have no intentions coming down here from the looks of it.
Oh my god!
Hey, Blacksmith.
Have you seen that shit?
Thank you for getting support. Allow you for tier 3. Oh man, this could break the non-aggression pact. The old gold 750 treasury.
I'll not disoblige them. An oath is an oath. To the next episode. Sigmar preserve us.
Yes, exactly. Sigmar preserve us from this bullshit war declarations.
Iron-willed. I'll get on it.
Ooh, what do we have here? Oh man, I haven't played the game for 5 weeks. I think I forgot this one. Ooh, 2, 4, 1. Oh god. I'm gonna click this. Embed attain hero in the falling lord's army. That's the next step. No, those blasted howls just won't do. It is obvious now that for a truly powerful rune to be forged, it must be made in the old way, with ancient and powerful regions. And there is one clear way to get them. The time has come to hunt down the biggest, meanest creature in all of Lastria. Oh man, he wants Primal Nether. Loyal and long-suffering, Torex's shield bearers would never let him take on such a titanic beast alone. Pressing ever deeper into the jungle, they march faithfully by Torex's side. So we need attaining his army and we get 3k for the next step for his mace. Yeah, puzzle succeeded. Okay, I still got it, guys. Still got it. Memory is still intact. That was a 50-50 there. Okay, Jewelsmith.
Armed and ready.
Okay, send this guy home. This was pretty lucky here what happened there. With what's it called? I did this real thing for the forge material.
Rune Lord of
The thing is, 3 of those puzzles actually are very similar, and in the long term it's impossible to remember them. So you gotta have to do the solution manually. So it's hard to remember 3 of those. They have very similar board. Then you confuse between the 2 and 1, you question if it's 50-50.
Hammer and anvil. Accepted. Keep up. Come on.
And we need to deal with the rebels here. And see what's going on. This guy's in the north. Let's actually see where their army is.
Aye.
I don't think they're gonna move an army towards us. There are beastmen outside their city as well. Which are at war with Numas, yeah. Might raise Qatar, right? It's usually with Clan Moore stakes it.
Yes. Make your proposal.
I don't think this faction will live long enough for Confederation with the event. Because we need to build up here and not go into the jungle. Guess we could go north once the rebels are done. Next rebels we'll find on the wall building.
If you want something done right,
4600, let's see. These two are fine upgrading. What we really need is growth. Still be 30 with that technology. Events -3.
vengeance for the 8P.
One more turn. Economy is going up.
All ways are best.
No. We could just go into the Blight Water and hope the Lizardmen will not march on the Grand Massif. There's still a couple of factions around that can just join the war.
I should have your beard for entering our halls uninvited.
Says a guy who got invited to war against the wars by orcs.
The wrath smiles.
Okay. This is still gonna block Krogar, so he should not be able to appear around. These guys have taken another settlement here. How the hell is that army down there?
You dare.
Ah, they only had war with Teotihuacan. They made peace with Quarterly Bars. Yeah, that's good. This is a good buffer here against the Lizardmen.
Iron will. Ready. Beards in belts.
The Sanunsmith would come nice in the army, but we need an agent on the map. You know, army heroes are all nice, especially a Runesmith, which is an army hero, but we need spies as well.
Tried and tested.
Well, this settlement says we have no information, so it looks like they made peace. They fought was probably a victory for the Quarterly Barras, which they barely survived, or for the Silver Host, and then they made a peace treaty.
Rune Lord of Caracas.
Let's see if there are still 2 battles available here on.
Where's the slaughter?
Well, turn over tech, so you have a chance at archivists and students.
If you want something done right,
Going in. Let's see if we get 2 bells here. We have equipped these runes of Sanctuary on Iron Breaks and 2 Dwarf Warriors. They provide 15 physical resist. I haven't seen your question there, English Cake. If you're still here, the requirements for Azul Comfort Quest is 6 regions. Occupy, raise, loot, or sack. Why are there lizardman stuff here? This is the Channel Valley.
Thoric Ironbrow.
We'll definitely utilize that garage door, which means deployment as far as possible where we get the most advantage, and it looks like it's this side here. These grudge throwers, not only they do explosive armor piercing damage, but they also do extra explosive damage, which also is fire. It's a thing that's got added with this update. So we'll put him in a really bad spot here.
Range far, range fast. No more faffing. Whirlers. Move now.
You know, iron breakers, we're probably gonna get ignored. Let's put them to block this side here. Mines behind them, they have explosives.
Go. Yes. Miners. Go. We are relentless. Contract.
It's kind of crazy, you know, how much effort they invest into the model, the voice actor, yet from the, you know, gameplay perspective, no unique trait, no items, no skills, utter laziness and half-assing. But the otherwise top-notch model and voice actor. I like Torek so far, I really like it. So some of these dwarf changes are incredible. And it looks like a great addition to the Dwarf Lords. His faction effects are good, flavorful with the faction, and as a Lord also has good stuff. I mean, Rune Lords were already good, now they're better, and there is a legendary one. So, what's not to like?
Grudge thrower.
I think it just adds different impact effect and a little bit more explosive damage. Basically makes the Grudge Thrower deadlier against infantry.
We demand blood.
The goblins will definitely not like this at all.
Miners. And we'll
This guy has crazy buffs for the Grudge Throwers, Warlords too, and those other units we don't talk about.
Grudge thrower.
Extremist, you know, it's nice for you to say that, but you know, I think you're just biased here. This is just a minority of a nobody.
As you command. Grudge thrower.
We haven't seen the new skills on the Taints.
Aye, as you command.
Haven't got a Tain yet. They're gonna shoot the Iron Breakers. Let's get a little move forward there. Iron Breakers love fighting goblins. So let them come.
Strike out. Shoot those wattops. Getting close. Slay everything without a beard.
What the fucking massacre!
Killer. Quick about it. Kazook. Axe it out. Thoric Ironbrow. Age, wealth, and skill.
Let's give them some attack buff here.
The anvil's might. For the ancestors. Range far, range fast. Nothing can stop us. Go! As you say! Thoric Ironbrow! Bring them down! Scoff! Kazook!
As the Grudge Thrower shoot that.
Runriki!
Oh, look at that war boss smacked this guy twice.
They have wronged us.
There's a big pile here, but our explosion rule isn't cool. Oh, you wanna charge Ironbreakers now? Sure, let's go. Ironbreakers got more base attack now, which makes them even better without battle skills. Battle skills what makes the Ironbreakers have good offense.
Ringy! Quarrelers! Ready ancestors! Thoric Ironbrow! The clans
Shoot at Wazak.
attack the earth! Let the vengeance begin!
I'm not gonna be changing any roles until Twitch gets back to me. I tried to fix the issue, but it's not possible, so I think they were gonna contact their developer teams to fix it. And all because former VIP of this channel got banned on Twitch. God damn, you never can trust people, man, when they are, you know, horn dogs in disguise and they're a bunch of cam girls on Twitch. Who got banned? Person who shall not be named.
Victorious, but alive!
We can keep this buff going. Get a little bit more money. The treasure looks okay right now. I do like Drink to Victory to keep stacking this. Might get another one if this force doesn't get immediately destroyed.
Let's see what you're worth!
Yeah, their follow-up. Nice.
Thoric Ironbrow!
Okay, rank 8. Let's see here. Not worth saving this stuff here. We'll actually wait and see, maybe get rank 9 immediately and see what actually is changed to the anvil.
I am preserved for a greater doom.
We'll auto-resolve this one.
For vengeance!
And we're going to Drink to Victory again. Which means there was a battle, there was a follow-up, which means we got Drink to Victory 4 turns added to already existing buff we had from before. The Gorok. Every time you click Drink to Victory, you add 2 more turns to the buff.
I want gold, not prisoners!
Ranger Standard. And he's rank 9 now, we can get Anvil of Doom. He has kinda absurd stats, but these are all dwarf characters, they have absurd stats. And with Anvil of Doom he gets even more absurd stats. The dwarves are just, you know, they shit quality higher than some factions have quality in general. So Anvil of Doom, it used to unlock... Yoo-hoo!
Monthly keep Helic fed dono.
Thank you very much, Jack, bro. Love you too. Very nice. Yeah, so Anvil of Doom was granting physical resistance plus some other stats to the Rune Lord, which makes the Rune Lord pretty much a melee expert better than a Dwarf Lord, but the Dwarf Lord could, you know, duel more properly with a little bit higher damage output, which is not really a role of the Dwarf Lords to deal damage, but they can be built for that. And more built for tanking. That all the Dwarf characters are melee experts on what level or not. You know, top melee experts in the game, or, you know, even just average melee experts, even on Master Engineer. They have massive armor and the gear that's available to them. But with the Anvil of Doom, this guy seems to get even more health, physical distance flashing, and even more defense. Locus of Power was the second thing the Anvil of Doom was giving to the Rune Lords, which granted the whole army additional magical resistance, which was absurd. If the enemy had magic resistance against that army, they would literally do no damage, because the dwarf would just mitigate most of the damage. But let's see what it does now. I think the Locus of Power got changed, that now it now it does something else. So yeah, the locus of power got changed. It used to be just a passive buff for magic resistance for the whole army. Now it got changed that it damages enemy cast within range. So it's a PP ability because the AI is not reliable to use magic, and you don't need counters to that. This is a skill that counters the Vampire Lords really hard. You send this guy close on the Vampire Lord, they will always cast magic, so they're gonna get wrecked. But there are other counters to this shit. So this is not a good ability for the campaign, guys. This is a ability which fucks up other players in PvP when you're used right. Yeah, calling. There's a command. We got a command for this. Yeah, it's good for the Skaven against the vampires. But you're gonna have to position your lord close to their lord, which is not doable against the Skaven most of the time. So it just messes up with your plans. Best to just ignore this ability. This is clearly a PP ability. As you have to get close to it, so you don't really have to upgrade. We could just see it, for science how much it does. But you do your strategy and don't really bother with enemy spellcasters, because the AI have no reliable spellcasters, and you would have to get close to them, which could mess up with your other play. So this is a filler skill. We have to actually see how effective it is, but considering Ultra and PP ability of it, the whole skill being a PP really, regarding the casters, it's kind of pointless. The dwarves do have magic resistance, and this would require positioning. It could be very good, but like I said, the AI is pointless to counter magically, unless it's a magic resistance. So regarding versus AI, the older locus of power was better, but if you're playing against another player, the locus of power, the new one, is way better. I'll remember calling. I'll be able to remember most of them, but later on you just we'll be checking it out. If it becomes harder to remember, I'll just start writing it down. But yeah, you can just remind me later, anyone, if you guys didn't get it back. So this one is really good, but it's overkill. The dwarf characters are absurd, and this is just overkill, but it's actually the only skill he has that does this. So being the only skill, it's a goddamn good overkill and good filler skill. This is just, he just gets one, and it's a really good one. Instead of like attack, defense, damage, more defense like the dwarf lord, he gets only one, and it just makes him really good. And he's already really good, so it makes him even better. I think, considering the rune magic, how good it is, lowering the cooldowns, considering this guy has actually extra stuff for it, should be a thing you can focus on this guy. So his ability, which is called the Master Ancient Lore, will already be activated all the time, because he's gonna be tanking. He's a tank. Because this thing exists, he can also do damage. Because this thing exists, he's disgustingly effective at doing damage. He's basically dwarf Helmet Gorse that can cast Wind of Death, but he can't also die. And we can even get him even better to cast him better runes. This is all a little bit absurd because of the Annual of Doom and physical resistance and the new extra stuff. Basically, is when it comes to melee abilities, it's just better Helmet Gorst. They made a dwarf Helmet Gorst that is just better, because dwarves have quality that is unmatched. We do have Explosion Rune and Rune of Speed, which are great runes. We got the Rune of Slowness. This one is not a top priority. Rune of Negation is very nice. So it's gonna be 3 good runes. When is that OP invocation? I mean AoE regrowth rune.
Next one then. I shall punish the thieves who took it.
Ooh, it's the brewery. And
Soon we will reclaim it.
Balas Sorrow. Okay, this is actually not that hard to match. Not that hard. Just considering if lowering cooldown at this point is a thing we want to do. It's probably the most absurd thing he can get for his rune magic. It's only 1 skill point. Yeah, I will get the Rune Master. I guess we can just put the other guy as well, but it's like, this is the first thing they're gonna get dumped. Holy shit, I unequipped it and he disappeared? Wow. Look at this, a bug. I unequipped his unique follower and he disappeared from the game. And his unique follower was garbage anyways. Because it lowers Miska's chance, and look at his armor and magic resistance. Physical resistance. That's actually a bug that happened before. We're gonna be getting more runes, so stuff like this is total garbage. But it's another 15% here. Regarding Miskas, when a character is really tanky with high health, the Miskas don't really matter. It's like, it's not like it's tabletop. You're gonna miscast and your guy's gonna get sucked into the warp and you're gonna kill 10 guys around you. Miscast here like, oh, I take 3% health damage. That's, you know, tank character. Oh shit, oh no, I miscasted. Now, miscast do nothing. On tanky characters might not even exist.
Fight! If you're going to fight!
So it looks like these guys are moving close to us. We do need to do what? 2 more settlements to get Karakazul. If we don't go north, this will go away. I guess we'll send Torek that
One more
way.
grudge avenged. Seeking knowledge.
Not doing it.
Can't use points to name lords anymore. It's not always available, but renaming will be back. Same like end stream is not available on day 1 of new content, but it's available on day 2. Yeah. Gonna get the walls here so I can deal with the garrisons. And we're gonna have to get it here as well. Yeah, this is the new day. The new day started like an hour ago. If I don't build a wall here, these guys might move in. Right now, they might be in a position where they're waiting an upgrade, and they upgrade, they get economy upgrade, and they get another 3-4 units, and then they make a move in here. So we may have a window of like a dozen turns. I don't think we can wait for tier 3. We're gonna have to wreck public order, which will wreck the growth. guess I'll get beer here. This guy over here will help with the rebels, help fight it as well. We'll have him for another 27 turns. This should be fine here. The tier 3 garrison can handle rebels, dwarves after all. Felix is just spying here so we don't get surprised. We'll turn off hero not move notification and we'll just let him AFK here. Well, this guy will get the reminder. I'm not sure what to think about this limit on the runes yet. But I guess, you know, so you don't just equip 8 of the same thing, so you actually have a little bit of variety. Yes, I think it does make sense they limited it. You know, you should not just equip 8 runes of Sanctuary, right? That would just look silly. Should have a variety of stuff. Maybe they should have just limited per character, but having it in the faction is fine too. As long as you know, if you get equipped with a new lord, the loot dies and you lose all 3 runes, that will like suck. You can get them back. But having the 3 limited to equip on 1 lord, that makes sense. You just have to balance it around, you know, you can't make everything OP or Toka. There's already things and some powerful stuff. The last defenders could move towards us around the Skaven. You're gonna fill your slots, yeah. You're gonna fill your slots. There's a lot of options. Just, you know, you're thinking about the OP options. Mine dispute, iron mine, gold mine. I do have a gold mine, so that's a little bit money.
Be sure to put your oath gold to good use, my lord. The forge allows you to craft unique and powerful equipment or mighty runes to bestow upon your most favored warriors.
See? On your most favored warriors. Are all your warriors most favored? It's most favored, right?
If you want something done right.
Do you have military axe with these guys?
I chafe in my wrappings. Do not put me in an even darker mood.
Nice. These Numas guys are always reasonable. That's why I like them. These guys might be fighting the vampire, so we're gonna make a risky move here. Is it even worth it? Do we have Taskmaster? But yeah, I guess it's worth it.
We push onward. Come on!
The beastmen come to raise Cutter, it's like happy, right? We might be able to sort Death Gorge and another city here, so we get Karakazul Confederated and clear those other 2.
Giant Slayer.
Keep Gotrek here for now.
Out of the wilds.
We have to get here. This is just too risky not to have it. 1500 for beer, huh?
The Chronicler.
There's probably one public order here. We don't need this right now. Dlisman is gonna be our enemies. So this one is not much use right now. But this one is good. Doubles the growth and the growth commandment. And these 2 are very good now. So we avoid incidents with the dwarves and we get more public order.
Me forge.
This area could still get surprised around. As long as we don't lose anything in this place, I guess it'll be fine. It takes some time to tier 3. The dwarves have very slow growth. It's one of their disadvantages. And that's fine. They should be like that. They should not have everything. They're already OP as it is. Now they're even more OP. Growth and replenishment should always be better than the dwarves. A little bit increase with the white dwarf and technology and, you know, other stuff. Just that initial growth, you know, feels very slow. It might feel even punishing. But it's dwarves, you know, they're not famous for their numbers, you know, they're famous for their quality over numbers, right? Quality over quantity, right? problem is the legendary difficulty giving -8 public order, what makes it much worse than it's supposed to be. This is the difficulty factor. And also then again, difficulty public order going down, lowering, you know, growth, but increasing public order, which makes no sense, but you know, it is what it is. I think if the public order was going down, the growth would increase because its cheats are running rampant and not the happiness should increase, right? No, it's, I guess, some gamey logic there. We'll hide our position here for one turn, put this guy back in the army. They might be going around, but yeah, nothing we can do about it. As long as the Karakor will be fine against the rebels, we'll slowly fix this up.
You dare trample the earth of Athaloran?
We did have 2 wars randomly declared. Look at this, Last Defenders. It's turn 17 and they can handle a minor scaling clan. I wonder when the devs actually made these minor scaling clans more threatening instead of just right click delete, they take into account the Last Defenders struggle here. Because look at this. They can't even handle one minor scaling clan. Mighty Krogar. How they gonna ever handle quick? Has to be a planetary alignment for them to get out that corner. Lizard AI is so bad.
Gotrek, Gurnishan, Oak Slayer. Where's the ale?
He's gonna be telling stories here and doing a Quara. This is in a local region. I guess mine's just fine.
Civilization. Gotrek.
This is a normal thing that happens here.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Mr. Logan. They're bringing the war to Skullcrater. They attacked us, declared war, but they didn't act on it. Because they're in the middle of shit. Civil host resumed the war with Cold Baras and attack Last Defenders at the same time. They might be allied with each other. We risked most of Brat. There used to be a consequence for this, but it's bugged in Warhammer 2, never any consequence. It used to work in Warhammer 1. This is okay if you need this leadership, but as a dwarf this event makes no sense, just a bad copy pasta.
Master Rune Lord.
2 settlements for that one and a Thane for the other one. So where's the closest Thane? On Mastering Hall, which is unrealistic due to poor state of the economy and growth. All infrastructure, really.
Garage! Out of the wilds.
This place is making a little bit of money. Do we care about this growth? It's gonna be 9 turn for one pulp, I guess, here and then more growth here. Now let's get close to tier 3 here and here.
Rune Lord. Nigh.
Okay, Greenskin settlement here.
So it's war. Good.
Need to do this to another settlement. I guess it's fine to occupy this.
This'll do for starters.
It's a mountain. But our first regiment renowned, Ekron Miners. They lost friends, they used to have it. I guess it makes sense that they're renowned friends. They used to be good because they actually had frenzy and extra explosives. Now they just have extra explosives, which is the main reason their regiments are renowned. They have 3 explosive versus the regular have 1 explosive. So they can pump those explosives quite a bit, useful against the mosh pits of rats and goblins. I know Dino need the economy going. Dino is expensive at this stage, we need to get more money going. Recruit August said no. It was bugged at the start of the campaign. It got fixed once I started the game, so we'll see how that's gonna go. The new Forge Fire, instead of buffing armor piercing damage of the units around, it actually lowers the armor of the units around. Which is actually better, especially around the shield walls, because they don't really have AP. Yeah, this is okay, 462 increase. We're getting there. Once we get tier 3 going, it's gonna be close to second army or a higher quality than the first army. Just this growth is really slowing us down. Still got another rune on the big guy. I wonder if this thing is gonna be disappearing as well. His new follower all disappeared. Because if I unequip it, I feel like they're gonna disappear.
Run, Riki!
So we gave him Mortis Engine effect. Constant direct damage around him. When he's in melee. We gave him 25 attack and 20% weapon strength. Basically these two runes kinda turn him into Grombrindal on the some of the stats. Now imagine adding these two to Grombrindal. Okay. These things are cheap to create, the character runes and banner runes, due to this faction. 50% cheaper, so you can get more stuff out. You only get one of these big ones, huh? This is actually one, but it's 15 or 25. Huh? Why is this 15 or 25 when it's a master rune? It's like bugged. You have 92. $77. So this master rune has the same cost as the regular rune.
Grungni's will! What's up?
77 left. Weapon, talisman, enchanted item. Why we are ignoring the items is because his faction effect only works when crafting runes, not equipment. So it's, of course, first we'll sort out the runes, then we're gonna switch to equip, because 50% cheaper, it's a lot. Artillery unit, artillery unit. Where are the runes for the crossbows or the guns? This is like an oversight. The infantry, we can put in one unit. It's interesting they gave 2 more slots to the runesmith, but he now no longer needs to equip these runes. And he cannot equip the runes to give to the units or the army in general. So he just has 8 slots here. A bit strange for the runesmith Thanes and master engineers. Especially the runesmith now, since he went from one of the most, you know, built characters with the stuff to one of them that won't be able to put much stuff. Wonder if they added any new stuff to actually make sense now. his stuff got removed and he can't equip runes anymore. Gonna go out here so get the rebels out faster. And this. We'll keep going after the Skull Crag since oh, they got destroyed. Nice. Beastmen went poofed. They raised one minus element. Looks like Numas might have destroyed them. And they're taking Karak Asgal. Who did they fight for Karak Asgal? I think this was a ruin. Well, it looks like a Skaven city to me.
Don't mess with me.
They do have some military going.
Tried and tested.
It's hard to say where that military is. We could get in the range of one of these cities here, but we could also get into a bad position. Doesn't look like this military is on the move.
Fine, this way looks better. What?
Could literally take this city here by marching here. But then we could be exposed to an attack. I feel like they went around, and we don't see anything in the cities. 71. Getting ganked up would be pretty bad. I guess we'll let them, get them a turn. We lose, you know, this could be very nice to attack immediately. Because we don't have this information, there's no spy can reach this area. You know, here. We have to play a little bit safe instead of getting ganked up by two armies. There might be nothing here and then we just lose a whole turn. But, you know, need to be saved and sorted. There's no, you know, oops, you know, game crashed and let's reload. So it's a gamble to get us momentum going, or they can gank up on us next turn there, huh? I'll play safe.
Demon Slayer. Where's the nearest tavern?
Might be going around to attack Grand Massive, that's entirely possible. Or they might be just close to this area here as well. Okay, we got filled the runes here for now. Now let's see. Weapons. His base damage also okay. This is kind of poopy here. This one is good for Gotrek. Sir talismans. Good ward save. Yoo-hoo! And enchanted items. We'll get the Slayer belt.
If you want
I'll get a little more resilience to him. Getting a little tanky now. So we could upgrade this with 450-400. 18 turns until the next population. Holy fuck. Let's let's make it a little bit more, a little better. I'm gonna drop the instability here from abroad. This bad public order building up is fine here as long as they Karak Asgal before it actually a rebellion happens. Yeah, the Quick has been dead for a while now. We rushed Arachnos and Quick early game for this faction, so we basically become Quick in the dwarf area. Dwarfs in the Quick area. As he has to go immediately, otherwise might be whack-a-mole.
Ready. Moving.
Well, it does seem they're busy somewhere else. Ooh, we got Karakazgal in range.
Attack.
Out result doesn't kill anything.
Make them pay. What? The runes.
Come on, man, he's just behind you. Okay. We're getting more slayers.
Axes up.
Close victory against this. Let's get them sieges with no siege equipment, right? We got Grail Knights here, Living Saints, Ironbreakers. Okay. This guy's in the middle, actually. Why do you think they moved Torek to a unique starting position works but not more empires? What is this lightning here? Almost looks like new. What do I think that? Because the last three Insolents are scuffed. You know, they're shrinked. They don't have a proper world map.
Yes, then.
These are the guys that have the runes. These are the physical resistance ones. This one is attacking with attack. Makes you wonder how will this be against these greenskin towers here.
Dwarf warriors.
Where is the light coming from? Is there some opening here? Lightning looks weird here. It used to be different. Almost like it's I don't know. It's how the I guess the shadows surrendered. Out here as well. Will be a little bit better on the max settings, but would still look better for a days from a distance. I disbanded because the economy was really bad at the start. Calling, we needed a little bit more money. I used them for a couple of battles. Once I taken the province, I disbanded them. We couldn't even build how bad the money was.
Ironbrow.
Damn, this guy has red buttons on his anvil. You know what it means, guys? It's nuclear weapons. Don't mess with this guy, he's gonna press the buttons.
Quarrelers! Find it.
Yeah, he's a legendary rune lord.
It is a reckoning. Miners!
Let's see what the Grudge Sword can do here.
Thrower!
I mean, one Grudge Sword doesn't do much. I guess we just go for the wall. It seems like pointless. I'll send the Iron Breakers on the left. And we'll go for a wall attack.
Thoric Ironbrow! Dwarf warrior!
Is the anti-infantry one? This one? Okay. Still go first then here. Yeah, we'll go around, we'll make a switch.
Thoric Ironbrow!
Just make some rooms here as well.
Dwarf warriors!
Guys can be ahead.
For the high
Some
king!
shields.
Dwarf warriors! Thoric Ironbrow!
It's not worth shooting the towers with this.
Aye!
You can give them a rune of speed, right? So they get reach the wall faster.
Hearth and home!
Screw it. Sucks to be that guy.
Breakers! Start climbing! Climb! Dwarf warriors! On! Casting the runes! Understood, Lord! Anew! Be it ready! On! Thoric Ironbrow!
Rune of Doom. Oh, he got the got another one, huh? So everybody gets attack and cause fear. Come on, man, it's like too much now. Like, is the map point 1 now? Doesn't need to build. 2-minute cooldown. Oh my god. I guess they really wanted to push the dwarf melee stuff. Or like they were lacking in melee department apparently. So all dwarves on the battlefield get 24 attack and fear for 16 seconds. So, and this is actually matters more a little in early game than later, because later the range just dominates. Well, early on the melee is a little bit slow on the attack.
We demand blood!
This stinks!
The anvil's might!
Damn, that's so cool, and he can still use his own magic, huh? And the Greenskin Sword Dwarf Artillery was bad. They scrape a full use sticks together, some iron, some shit. They call it technology. We have the real shit here.
Ancestor gods! Stop! Thoric Ironbrow! Runriki! Thoric Ironbrow! Score! Attack the air! Dwarf warriors! Kill the
They cleared the wall.
And let's fight!
Damn, he's like hitting ground. It's like a attack from Diablo 3. Just like quake on the ground and think you die. What is that? Ground slam?
Thoric Ironbrow!
Like one of them action hack and slash games attacks. He hits the ground and everything just dies in front of him. He's hitting the animal, yeah.
Death!
How fast does he go with this rune?
Rune!
33. 47.
On our way! Shift it! Oath and steel!
And you engage him there. But goddamn, that looks like a really cool attack animation from the anvil. You can actually see the effect on the ground. Those mosh pits are gonna get destroyed. Best dwarf characters, large dwarf characters, the High King and the Rune Lords. Any Eagle Silence yet? No. No.
Make it fit
Oh, we got Karak Asgal. And not on my watch event triggered. What is this? King Kazdor has made his intentions clear, reaching out to you in the hope that the vast resource of Karak Azul might be united with the strength of your expedition force. As the wretched greenskins and Skaven close in, there is no doubt that he misses the input of his master Runor and sorely desires your counsel. Up to the code. Fire up the forges and ready the workshops. Obviously you half-witted louts have been lost without me, but there will be no more slacking now. It's time. These ambling apprentices were whipped back into shape. We have Confederation with Karak Azul. Unhappy populace for 2 turns faction 1 to get 100 odd gold. Reputation, respect, inform the clans of our expedition's success. Let them know that when the golden age of the Dav is upon us once more, Torek Ironbrow was the one to usher it in. The Confederation formed as well. We get happy populace for 5 turns, 5 public order faction 1, which is nice. And for 5 turns we get 20 diplomatic relations. So this is old gold, but lowers public order. Guild favors. Enemies surround us, buying favor from the guilds, however, should help to strengthen our cause. Their blades sharpened and our armor reinforced, they won't stand a chance against us. Guild favor says 10 turns, the armors and weapons have taken the time to ensure your trunk equipment gets sharpened and polish to meet your high standards. Weapon strength plus 50% for melee infantry units, all armies, 15 armor for all armies. For 10 turns though. And this is Confederation, we'll lose 50 odd gold. There's a 4th option, Independence. Kazdar can handle matters at home without your aid for now. You have important work to do and cannot afford any further distraction. It's about to get murdered by Clan Nation though. Recurring surplus. For 10 turns, on this rare occasion, there is a glut of ready and willing bodies to join the fray. 25% cheaper recruitment cost. 10 turns. And we get also the Dwarven Conviction. Strongest sense of purpose and eagerness is felt amongst your armies, pushing them to waste no time in marching towards your goals. We encounter Clan Walking and there's a Clan Asian also coming from the east. We don't have the technology to get diplomacy with another dwarf clan yet. I think reputation and respect makes the most sense. We don't really need this, and we kinda need a public order. This one is not bad either. This public order is nice because it also increases growth. And if we meet any dwarves, there's a chance they might declare a war because of bad relations. They might have dislike dwarves, they doesn't trust dwarves, and we have great power penalty already. So this is one that makes the most sense because of 75 public order. We get also 1525 old gold. Artifact secured, right half of tongs. So we confederate this faction, and what's our faction now called? We're still Ironbrow's expedition. And we confederate Karakazul. And we come from Karakazul. Oh, we got a Tain. Grungi Tain. Not great, not terrible. And we got a Grungi Rune Lord. Wow. We didn't even have to pay for him. It's nice to have one Grungi characters to make the construction cheaper on on demand. You just recruit him, build this band, 5 turns later get him again. At one point in Mason, even better. The Grungi one also increases research. Grungi Lords on bench are very nice. Well, Grungi Tain, I guess could be better. Yes. So we got the right half of tongs. This is also lower school than for rune magic. Damn. Where's the other one?
I shall punish the thieves who took it.
It's the mountain now. I guess we can get that next so we get even better cooldowns. What else did we get from these guys? Kazdor lost a battle. Looks like he has problem with his scale, and he's in a really tough spot. Grimgor, Mutinous Gits, Clan Volkin, Grimgor in the south, and Clan A. Grimgor is about to kill him from the looks of it. So the dwarves are still kicking here. Forest of War controlled by the elves, and I'm... Let's see... Oh, Krug and Marnuk were taken by the Grimgor. Oh, Grimgor is rolling as well. 6 settlements, rank 19.
Make your offer, but do it
War with Rictus Clan Nest and Karzakarak. Knights of Kalador lost all military as well. Looks like it's gonna be reds in the green seas, the usual stuff to clear. Clan Nation is at 5 settlements, fighting Clan Helheim and Knights of Kalador. This could be actually way worse than it is right now. Tier 3 Karakazul, we might be able to fortify it. Just confederated, so the garrison has to replenish. We do also get Confederation penalty on top of the event stuff. So the Confederation penalty is still a thing. This stain, let's see. So it's a Grungi. We could just skip the Grungi one. We didn't pay, we got it for free. And Grungi is okay. If it might not be convenient to always having from the construction costs around, but he's gonna be on the campaign map most likely. 5% more research is fine. So what's new here? This is 1 point. Keeper of the Gate. So rank 12, one bound by an oath to defend fights all the harder, gladly giving his life rather than face the dishonor of failure. 33% vigor loss reduction, minus 30% vigor loss reduction for the hammers units in the army. Huh. So you put 2 or 3 of them in the army and all of a sudden Taints don't get tired. Get a Guardian for the characters and expert charge defense. It's one of them. Ironbeard, Deep Tunnel. Warfare requires one to become comfortable sitting close to explosions. Then it perhaps sensible. 75% fire resistance, okay, so he becomes one of them Iron Drakes. Attacks cause flammable effect, reducing fire resistance. Ooh. And ammunition for Iron Drakes is minus plus 50%. So they get more ammo. So he basically becomes, sent forward, pin that unit, goes flammable, and the Iron Drakes cook them alive. It takes no damage while the unit takes extra damage while it's getting pinned and getting burned alive by the iron rakes. That's, you know, amazing skill, right? So both are already incredible, you know, for more flavor. But the Taints, you know, are campaign heroes. But this actually gives them, you know, option for, you know, shenanigans. And the third skill is a Wanderer. Long periods spent tracking foes far from the safety of the holds makes experts approaching enemies from unexpected angles. Snipe for the Rangers, he gets Vanguard and he gets Stalk. So you basically turn the Ranger army into real Wood Elves. The Ranger armies are a thing. The Ranger armies are a thing, so this gives them even more flavor. They actually added... This is spicy as shit, man. And you just get some water here. It should be a percentage coverage, so they should have 2 or 1.5. So 150 explosives. This is yeah. This is all viable shit. This is almost like somebody told them what to do. Ah damn. They actually made Tain, you know, just a campaign hero to actually get some flavor and put him in the army for, you know, some exotic stuff. Tain is a dedicated campaign hero for the dwarves, because you need spice on the campaign map. You need vision, and you need somebody, you know, to, you know, go ahead, get shit done. You know, this guy has assault units, has assassinate, has assault guards, and it's perfect. So Tain is always gonna be a dedicated campaign hero. But now with these things here, man, you need spice on the campaign map. I guess you can use runes when you get extra master units now. They made you know, Tain better in the armies with flavor. So Hammerers, Iron Drakes, Rangers. If you're not gonna get any of these, just use them on the campaign map. I guess you can put 2 Taints on the campaign map for spying. Although every single Tain on the campaign map, you know, is OP, so you get vision everywhere, spy network. Or you know, you can just mix it up. Get some flavor going in the armies with these combinations. But the spies on the campaign map are invaluable. It's like, it's the knowledge is power. Having the vision and where the enemy is moving, it gives you confidence and you know, almost, you don't want to say makes the game easy, because the fog of war kills you. But now Taints, you know, went from a campaign hero to actually a viable flavor option in the army. Because the flavor before was just get a guy that can die and just tanks units. You know, Ironbreakers can do that. And Tain getting information on the campaign map was, like I said, all invaluable. But now with this, yeah, this should stack. So if you have 3, they probably will never get tired in the battle. Tain was a go-to campaign hero for dwarves. Now he's extra flavor, spicy. The Tain capacity comes from Hall of Oaths. So in a long campaign you have more than enough Tains, so you can do this flavor armies. This type of armies usually go with a long campaign. They're not really part of short campaigns. You probably just could do it in the main army otherwise. Oh, hold on, there was a landmark here. What is this? Tier 4, Legendary Workshop. Ironbrow's Weapons Shops. Master Luna's Dominion is where age-old weaponsmithing techniques... I'm not even sure how to read this word. Can they use normal English? You know, you know, we ignorant people can read it. Bui. Orgel generated 2 per turn, so Bui Karakazul defenses. Like boy. God damn it, man, cause who wrote this shit, man? It's like, can I use like reinforce or something? Float, funnel, channel. unlocks a hero runesmith, but you get a runesmith on tier 3 here. With a capacity, by the way. The capacity for runesmith plus 3 ranks of the runesmith faction wide. Cheaper upkeep on the runesmith heroes for all armies. 10% cheaper recruitment costs on the runesmiths locally. Ooh, damn. We get 10% cheaper recruitment costs. Man, if I put that shit with my boy follower that lowers the runesmith recruitment as well, I might save for runesmith like 3 campaigns. Weapon strength plus 5% for dwarf units with hand weapons, local armies, and armor plus 10 for dwarf shield units, local armies. This is strange. This is strange. I guess you get a little bit of old gold and 3 ranks for the runesmiths. 10% cheaper upkeep on the runesmiths. This faction does have 25% cheaper upkeep for the runesmiths. It's 35%. And this is a tier 4 landmark. I don't know, guys. This is like, this is almost like, you know, somebody tried, but it didn't get there. It like it just went down. What is the trade we got right now? Doom Kingdoms 400. We can get Longbeards here. But we are not close and there's cavern in between, and the Grim are probably gonna attack as well. This guy has to go east, not north. This place just fortify and hopefully it holds. So what are we gonna get here? We're gonna get the reinforced gate. We're gonna get the farm and probably beer, so the rebels don't overwhelm this shit.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Tain Grungi, I guess it was free. Valaya is the best because campaign stuff. Look at this, 20% less chance he gets, you know, ganked by a big boss, Goba big boss. Valaya is the way to go for the campaign heroes. Perceptive is okay as well. So, if, you know, I have 9,000, I can just bend this one and get the other one. 9,000. Valaya is perfection for a Tain because they're campaign heroes.
Armed and ready.
See, look at this. Look at just. His battle is basically rank 21 without extra cost.
Tis time. Lord of
If he's available next turn, I'll do it because he has Grungi here. I wanna lower the costs here on these buildings.
my anger burns bright.
Gonna have to, yeah. And this costs are currently applied. These guys will be in 5 turn back, so I guess when we upgrade the thing. This place could get immediate attack before we have a chance to build it up. Or some of these armies could go around, so we need to keep this guy here for a second.
I'm off.
And we'll keep this stand here until we kill those 3 buildings. They'll disband him and get a Valaya one.
I answer to clan and hold. What?
It will save us, basically it will save us nearly the cost of how much the next one will cost. But this will just stay there. We do have positive income, so it's fine.
Rune Lord of Karakazol.
Rank 11, this is on rank 12, huh? Going to save the skills, so I'm gonna take a couple of these unique skills now.
One rag.
Karakazgal is tier 1, that's not good. 54 grow though.
arcane winds under control.
This is a rich city as gems. I'm going to fortify it first. Get growth, then we'll get walls, and then we'll move growth for the gems.
All ways are best. My quest is
We need to get peace with these guys.
I should have your beard for entering our hall.
You're gonna invited by the Greenskins to join war against us. The Skullcrake faction. This growth should be a little bit better now. There's a rebellion piling up here. Let them come. And we're finishing Skullcrake here. And we'll finish the second artifact for the Great Grudge. Skullcrake is down 2 settlements. There's an army somewhere. We don't know where. I'm guessing they might have went into the swamp. Because they did go to war against the undead. It's actually a big area to cover, and it's almost impossible to cover this area now with only 1 army. So we have to look into getting tier 3 economy and get a second army. Gems and gold is enough, but yeah, we currently also have this right now, which will try to save Karakazul for getting a wall first. We can clear these guys here and take this whole area here, but there's like so many enemies here. There's like 2 Skaven factions and 2 Greenskin factions about, waiting to attack us. But if we go to war with Grimgor, the Karazakarak might be fine. This is a technology which doubles the growth on the commandment, so from 15 to 30. We're going for the rest of public order here and make sure that we get plus 30 relations with dwarves, which will counter the bullshit of, bad RNG on diplomacy traits, which makes the dwarves hostile, especially as the campaign progresses.
Hammer and anvil.
At least you can counter distrust dwarves with the new technology. They're in Karak Asgal, huh? We can see them here. They were moving towards the vampires, we guessed right.
Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oath Gold.
Oh, look at this, they didn't roll the bad trait and they offer a non-aggression pact. We accept. To share border with them now. This 5 leadership literally does nothing. So the orcs were moving towards the undead like we guessed, and now they're going back because their lesser settlements have looked threatened.
Ready.
Okay, we queued the right stuff here. Master Engineer tier 3. Must have him. Walls. And growth. Replenishment. Is that other thing still available? Oh yeah, we lost the barracks, I guess. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I'll guess just keep this one. The tank came from the tier 3 barracks and we removed it. So we can get a new one, so I guess we're keeping this one. Oh, we'll get 5% research rate and the situational construction costs.
Master of
These guys should still stay here until we get a wall up. Take 3 turns.
Ironbrow.
An army here, but we can attack Kratom immediately. Oh, no. Actually, what was this? Oh, if we had the engineer, you could, but no engineer.
What? If you want something done right.
This is just tier 1, so it's okay if it flips.
Tried and tested.
We need to get Misty Mountain so we finish another artifact.
The ones who took it will pay with their lives.
And this will give us what? Better cooldown on the rune magic. And some other stuff that doesn't really matter. Attack for the Longbeards. I guess attack for the Longbeards. It's we get weapons though. I guess for the garrisons will be good.
Rune Lord of Garakazol.
What do we have here? We don't have Taskmaster yet. I think it's missing 1 point.
You summoned me? Iron will. All ways are best. An accord bound by runic law.
We'll take Kratomen and go for Misty Mountain. We'll ignore this, and then we'll go back to the other side, because they're not on the other side, they're here. So we'll trade the elements and try to finish them off. We'll complete another artifact for the vault, another Great Garage. We can hold the tier 1 settlement here and or tier 2 here. Did the faction name change? No, it's still Expedition. So we confederated Karakazul and we still Expedition. Sedge.
Gottrek Gurdishan.
You dare trample...
I'm peace with these guys.
Where's the ale? What do you want?
We'll still keep this guy here for now, at least 1 more turn. Because if we get rid of this guy, there's something attack, they're already gonna move towards this. But this having 10 units and getting replenished, they might think twice, especially because our militaries ain't gonna drop. We're gonna have to keep this red until the wall is up. And getting buffs with the Longbirds is good because the garrisons, that's like the only reason. That's why they need the buffs, not just nothing. I think I saw a new unit in that army. I mean, the AI likes to raid, so I guess I'll have access to the ogres.
I ain't doing that.
Mournfang Cavalry. Oh damn. Ogres on Cav. Who's paying for this shit? "12 riders, 120 weapon strength. 8200 health, that's a lot. This actually might be a proper cavalry unit considering there are 12 of them. 66 charge. The stats look very good. One.
By Grundy.
We'll continue with the plan. Take the mountain in the east and then clear them in the west.
So it's war. Good. This'll do for starters.
Little tolls, finally kill it on dwarves. I'm sure this is okay. Oh, got rank 12. Okay, so we can get Fiery Temper. It lowers cooldown by another 20% of the rune on Rotten Ruin. We can use that explosion win more often. And he gets Fear. "200 armor, is that overkill?" Yeah, it is. Against most units, it's gonna be more than enough. Against characters, like when you duel a character that doesn't have armor piercing damage, it will help. Which one am I playing? The new dwarf lord, Torek Ironbrow with the Ironbrow's expedition. Proven tools. Flux on the Rune of Seeking. Until large projectiles home in on targets for grudge throwers in the Lord's army. Quarrels get 50% more AP. And projectiles cause explosive damage and lose leadership for the bolt throwers. This actually looks like really good for grudge throwers and quarrels. Let's see, I'll just take that first.
Arcane wisdom.
9 AP on the quarrelers. And there's more buffs for them. Skills, technology, and engineer. But wait, there is more. What is this?
Soon we will reclaim it. It has been lost to our people for far
Damn, this
too
one is
long.
far. Skarsnik's place. Look at this. Range, missile strength, ammunition, little time reduction was 15% for the grudge throwers and the quarrelers. Quarreler is insane for this guy. What does this guy have? Your guy have 3 epic 1 icons. It's the runes that we equipped. The master runes. So we crafted master runes and equipped it on him. That guy, we had a follower and we can equip him and he disappeared from the game. Hopefully this thing doesn't disappear when you equip them.
If you want something done right,
Scouting, we get a little bit more items. And we get 103 old gold. Get some runes for this guy. You can actually see the runes on the other guy, huh? Okay, let's see. Defense. Yep. Give him that. Huh. Guess if he gets killed, he's gonna lose it. But you got a lot of options here. There's some ward save here. It looks like you click it once and that's it. You get 3 copies.
hammer and anvil.
Frenzy, ward save, melee defense. Being a little bit better in fight. Still got 58. Let's get him this weapon here. Anti-infantry 15 armor piercing.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
We haven't seen anything really new generic shit wizard. Yeah, we had a unique follower on Torek, but I removed it because it was a stupid follower that did nothing, and he disappeared from the game.
By the king's command.
There's an objective to put a 10 in the army, right? Get 3000. Oh, nice. We'll go for Mr. Mountain, and then we'll go back to retake these places. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Just a short break. Short break.
my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I'm here. Hey Jeff, thank you. Where are we? What are you just garrisoning here?
Gotrek, Gurnisan.
Maybe they fixed it where their threats don't disappear when they get back. Gotrek and Felix's. That's shit!
Gotrek, Gurnisan.
The rebellion here. I could send Gotrek to actually help there. I get an archivist. We haven't got an archivist. They might have been removed from the game. Only got a student so far. The archivists were, you know, they're really little too good when you know how they work. Maybe they change how they are activated, or maybe they just lower the chances, or maybe they just remove them completely.
My anger burns bright.
Next update. This is the last update for Warhammer 2. The big one. They might just release a cold fix, you know, after a while, and they just called, or then call it, you know, just call it. But I'm sure Shit Wizard, the first update in Warhammer 3 will be a Lord Pack for the, update for the Lizardmen and the Vampires. So they sent 3 armies around, huh? Casualties are high, no shit. Since they were left and the right, we decided to go right first, clear the Great Garage first. Zuber attacked the Gringos Art Boys, huh? So, what they do there? Give me Paul Correa. I don't know. Are they occupied? Okay. There were some night goblins here.
Is it time?
The garage there. We need to clear this first.
All ways are best.
Once we clear the Misty Mountain, get the piece, we'll retake this place. Try to get this up.
Vengeance for the 8 peaks.
Yeah, this makes sense. We did lose money right now.
An oath is an oath.
14-14. They're getting experience. This one is not manageable. I'll get this thing next turn. Yeah, this one is not manageable. 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 Yeah, that's fine now.
The clan honor.
Gluttony Felix are there for 19 turns. We'll send this guy to spy on the Skull Crag.
Onward.
You need help?
Later today, it's 3 in the morning nearly here. We'll be doing starting the Minotaur big guy. What's his name? And it'll be the same as yesterday. It's gonna be like short stream, then raid, then night stream again. The beastmen will get the same treatment as the dwarves today, yesterday, today. And after will be the new Lisbon guy. We'll be rotating the campaigns, working towards short campaign victory or 150 turns before going back to Satosa and playing somebody else. So you guys have at least 5-6 campaigns ahead. I'll just be mixed on some days, and Monday, Friday, and Saturday should be just long streams of Warhammer 2. This should complete the second army once you get a Misty Mountain. It's a little bit whack-a-mole right now, but there's not a second army that's can handle that. We need a proper army to handle a full army like that. Sealed hold Karakazul. The Rik has sealed the dwarf hold. The great bar lays across its mountain doors and is in the deeps. The iron gates have come crashing down. 70 under. Why the Lord would do this is yet a mystery. Well, it's obvious, man. The Skaven are trying to dig their way around.
The throng is mustered.
So it looks like they're making a move here. The Greenskins do like to raid a lot. And, you know, they're probably gonna get these things more than anybody else as the AI raiding camps. And this thing says here,
If you want something to write,
Ogre mercenaries can be hired from Ogre camps, which have a chance to appear after battles or when raiding. Look at this, there's an icon now here that displays a garage. Yes. Yeah. This is the second half of the another great garage piece. I'm not sure how you call it.
Cladbrakak will be tested.
Now that we cleared them in the east, now we can start clearing them in the west, instead of just going left and right. Because if we cleared them in the west, they would have done the same in the east, and they would have just be running around while we go after the sound. So we got another piece there. And this one was the Tungis Tongues of the Runesmith. The left half and the right half. And it'll grant attack and armor sundering for miners and along with great weapons, and also will lower the share cooldown for all rune magic by 15%. That's on top of all the cooldowns that have all been lowered. Like Torek has actually got quite a bit of this cooldown reduction.
To think of the runes I will craft with these.
And that's another one done. We get 50 old. This is also one of the campaign goals. You need to get 5 artifacts reforged. And now we get this permanent faction buff, which is actually pretty damn good for the garrisons, rune lords and runesmiths. Pretty damn good.
Ready?
Now we can also clear. Ooh, Misty Mountain has siege workshop. Well, thank you very much.
What?
Let's get some artillery. What is this? It can have done another effect. I guess it doesn't stick, huh? Bonus versus large. Huh. Looks like the rune is overwriting the effect. The burn is overwriting the flex on rune of seeking. But the rune of burning is kind of pointless for his army then. Get 4 pieces total. And the bolt arrows would be more tolerable if they were on a proper battle skill. What does this do for the bolt arrows again? Gives them rune of burning. Tries to turn this one with explosive and this one into homing. This one still has explosion, right? Why the fuck would you use a bolt thrower if this one gets anti-large homing? The grudge thrower becomes all-purpose dwarf artillery. It's a crazy boss for this guy. Bolt thrower just poop. When the buff really. Doesn't really fit when the grudge thrower exists. 440 fucking range. Has better performance. The lobbing projectile will beat the bolt thrower projectile. Bolt thrower just misses more entities or proper setup, missing a technology to make it improve its performance and proper battle skill. Looks like they might attack Kratomen next time.
Yes.
Rush thrower is just amazing, while the bolt thrower is just the opposite. It's a fucking disgrace. It's even on a dwarf roster. Doesn't feel like a dwarf unit. Feels like a vampire council units.
Why not? Where's the slaughter?
They went for it immediately. Okay, that's smart. Holy shit, that's a lot of cavalry around. And this ogres, man, this ogres scare me, man. I'm gonna get some slayers. Just, just to feel more confident. Because we haven't really fought these guys yet. And they're taking the west, but we're taking the east. And now we're gonna take the west without them being in the east. Some of this whack-a-moling, do you do it like this, or you just pull your hair out? Just have to accept it works like this. Without a second army, it's impossible to deal with this properly. So you have to accept the losses in one area, take the other area, and then retake the first area. Because they're gonna be in one area instead of left and right. Why even get anything? I have my boys with a homing here. It looks like Rune of Burning messes them up. Rune of Burning, it goes around this. I have to see this. Oh, archivists, they still exist. Okay.
What's up?
Yoo-hoo.
Tried and tested.
Rank 13, what we got here? Another cool reduction now. It's 10, 15, 15, 40%, 50% cooldown reduction. It has an ability to lower it by flat 5 seconds, right? Ceramic Talisman is a great skill, huh? Gives him the Mortis Engine effect and missile resistance to self-analysis in range. Also ward save. And then we can put the master on this guy instead. Makes him anti-infantry. We can give him another master instead. Have here 10% hit points. Puts him to Torgrim level. We need to get that what is called, we need to get him also Ironbrow and Stankard. Need the Potter, yeah. How much health does he have then with this? 8,000? Just 8,000 health. Big deal. It's not like his colic like 10k health to do to.
Grungni's will. Dringarak.
Yeah, we'll have to go deal with these armies now. I have a grudge here and here, so we get grudges also, which will give us old gold. Can reach this one in a turn, huh? And so this place is gonna get besieged.
Out with the lanterns.
Looks like we can. Ooh, we can enter the city. Oh, we're just right outside the city. Damn.
Out of the wilds. No fool that's safe in the world.
Come on, guys, let's make peace. So this guy's gonna be stuck with us in war until we get more military. This is a still ruin. What the fuck is going on here? Repopulate that shit. Maybe they lowered the desire of AI repopulating shit. This guy just clicked and popped it. I did the ruin dweller. They're not even a ruin dweller, and he was going for it. Well, this guy's ignored. I guess it's just random again, huh? We can't afford this one, we gotta get an engineer, huh? Grungi and a Valai engineer. Valai is the best engineer. Because you want to put engineer in the army, the increased mobility bonus should stay there, and all the buffs should stay there as well. So, they do like to target heroes in the army sometimes. And if they have Valaya, they will target them less. And they will fail more.
Hey lad, what can I do?
Shut up, shit wizard. God damn it. Okay, just leave me my bottle of copium here. So what do we have here? Ooh, this is, you know, condensed now. So this thing is still the same. This is 1 point now. There's a flash bomb, a single target. Result is still 3. Length is still 3. Break open the casks. Restock. God damn! What the? Ghoul who? Ghoul who? Replenishes ammunition. 4 charges. Lower cooldown and 1 more charge. Boys, we're shooting for days. More ammo still exists. More damage still exists. They removed the reload 8% buff. I guess, you know, it makes sense. I'm gonna assume a little bit of overkill. The poop still exists here, overseer. Why didn't they remove this garbage? We get Zubar for 2-pounders. Oh my god. What is this overwhelming shit for the dwarves? I'm feeling overwhelmed, guys. We got so many abilities, rune magic. Now we can restock ammo. This new guy, click, 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 click. All those forging shit. This is all overwhelming, man. I need 5 minutes. Need to take a breather. My god. So he has the they gave him the restock It's basically what the Vampire Coast had. And as a buff for this, they removed the reload skill, so it doesn't have anymore, but there is ammunition is still here, damage is still here, movement is still here, so the reload is gone. So they lost like 8% reload, which was total overkill and unnecessary, just made some stupid stuff. Was stackable as well, so they definitely lost some damage there. But restoring ammunition makes more sense and less absurd reload times. You get ability which can basically bombard like a wind style spell, like what the Vampire Coast has. It's a pretty good ability. This is basically personal stuff, range, damage, stock, speed. Alex calibration is here. You might be able to only take one of these, but I don't think so. It's too few skills. I think you can still take all of them. They turned this guy into a better what's he called, the zombie guy. Gunnery White, yeah, Gunnery White. They turned him. They basically he used to be different than the Gunnery White, and now he's turned into better Gunnery White. So these are more skills here. This one is range, this one is melee. I guess you get to pick between these two. Maybe these two are different because they're separate from this one. This one is his standard army stuff that used to be. So he did lose some reload for the army, but he can restore ammo now. Which, you know, with 2 engineers you have more than enough ammo. Plus it's cool and fun to, you know, fuel the specific units. Basically you can have just one organ in the army, will just keep firing the whole fight, right? And this I like this update on the Master Engineer. They removed one for reload, but they added more stuff here, more flavor, more things that make sense as well. It's definitely changed for the better with more options. The Gunnery White had silly stats, made the Master Engineer look bad. Now after an update, the Master Engineer makes the Gunnery White look bad like he should be. Master Engineer is a dwarf, Gunnery White is a fucking nobody, dead guy from the Empire. Okay. Put this guy into the army. I'll be dealing with this shit here. Make sure there's not another army nearby. Looks like those two are moving together. Grimgor is looking for a scrap. This guy's still not finished with the minor scan faction. What a shit. These guys are extra hostile because we need more military.
If you want
And what we need is Karak Zone tier 3 so we can upgrade the gold mine and get an industry building. We're not even close to getting tier 3 stuff up. But this is, you know, the new dwarf stuff, just a slower early game. Make it feel like you're under pressure longer. And there's no really room for, you know, faster expansion unless you gamble it without extending. More growth here, and let's get relations with dwarves in public order. 30 now. This growth is good now here. And this is okay here. Oh, bells are incoming, but we are at the getting to the end of the stream today. I guess tonight. We made it also into a position where we fight all of that. They actually went for Gotrek, who's outside in the march stance. It does look like they still haven't fixed the VA on the greenskin rebels. They're not greenskins, huh? This is a garrison. They might not all get killed, though. Doesn't say how much casualties they're gonna take. Guess we're just gonna save it here and do this battle next time we play this campaign. This is not good to auto-resolve because the replenishment is bad here, and they might actually take less damage than us. So they besiege the city, and they might get another rebellion pop up before we get to replenish. So this is gonna be it for the part 2 of the new Dawi campaign. This campaign will continue in a few days. Gonna be rotating between this one and the other 2 new ones. Tomorrow we'll be starting the Beastman one. Gonna be same as today, 2 separate streams, and same for the Lizardmen in 2 days. And after that we'll be rotating between these 3 factions. Gonna be like wars one day. If it's a long stream, might even go play 2 factions in a day. We're working towards short campaign victory or 150 turns. Seeing more stuff with these factions. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see ya next time. See you tomorrow. Probably gonna be around 3 or 4 p.m. The game just saved here.